Okay, at some point, you might want to buy a car, truck, motorcycle, boat, whatever. When you do, don't listen to what a lot of people say about what's the best make, model, stuff like that. A lot of them, they swap around parts anyways. I mean, go look down the road. Some vehicles almost look the same. They're different manufacturers. They're it's the way it is. You got want to buy something that you like. And don't worry about uh, whether it's the best, like safest. You can go out and buy the safest vehicle, but then you find out, well, you hate driving it. Well, what good is that? You should have some criteria, though. I mean, can you get in and out of it without bumping your head? That's important. You know, Wiper blades. You want the ones that hide under the hood so that they get frozen in the wintertime and they don't work. These things you have to look at. And but mostly too, if you're going to take out a loan on something that depreciates in value, you want to pay that off as fast as possible, because as it depreciates, you're also paying interest on it. It's almost like a double whammy. Let me show you. All right, so here's a formula I've had written down in my calculator thing since after high school, whatever. Um, Probably can find that online too, but this is basically what you're looking at. You take your percentage rate, number of months. This example here is $25,000 vehicle. There's your rate. That's and this is what's it's going to be in 1 month, 5 years, 60 months. All right, you plug all that stuff in, and you get 454.81. That's your payment then. All right, so you can calculate what your payment's going to be. So you can calculate what your payment's going to be, and for an entire year, you put that money aside, a savings account, whatever. Don't touch it. You'll have 12 months times for $500. You're going to have that much money to put down on the vehicle, right? Now, okay, so most people are going to be thinking, well, I'm just going to give an extra $50 a month, make it $500 a month. Yeah, you'll get it paid off a couple of months earlier, but you want to be able to take off a year at least, all right? So the best way to do that is, it's kind of hard to explain how it works, but maybe I can show you. Save that $50 a month or more, and at the 12-month period, the first year, make a big payment on the principal. That'll get it paid off a lot faster. And if something happens in a year, you need an extra $200 instead of using a credit card. Well, I got some money saved up. I just won't make that big of a payment at the end. Let me show you how that actually works. So if you're making just a payment of 454, this is basically what your interest curve is going to be like. It's going to keep going down. Now, if you make $500 a month payment, it goes down, a little bit more, a little bit faster. But if you're making, like say $1,000 payment after 12 months, your interest curve just drops. Boom. Then you pay on it, another 12 months, it drops. And pay on it, and it drops again. And that's how you're really paying it off faster. Is you've got to be able to get that principal down super fast in big payments. Okay? All right. Okay, so now the last thing I want to tell you is how the dealerships screw you over, get you to make bigger payments. Now, the last time I bought that, it was that Escape I bought. I actually got pre-approved for a loan from Chase. Okay, went to the dealership. I didn't tell them I was pre-approved. I thought, maybe let's see what they come up with. Well, they came up with Chase too. All right. I thought, okay, we'll just go with them, whatever. But I ended up having to pay more interest, 0.2% more. I think it was 0.8 or something, like 0.18, something like that. And I'm going to show you how they screw you over. So this is how it worked. I got approved. I'm going to use the example of that $25,000 at 4% interest from Chase. All right. Now you buy the vehicle, an extra $3,000 tax, license, rough proofing, etc. If you come up to the dealership and say, I'm going to pay this with a separate check, I just want a loan for this, they won't do that. So what they do, even though you're going to pay this, here's a check, here it is, cash. I just want a loan for $25,000. What they do is they add this $28,000, and then they come up and say, oh yeah, same bank, Chase, but now it's 4.18% interest. And why is that? Because this value is, it basically, you're asking for more money than what the vehicle is worth. So they charge you more interest. And I hate the fact that these dealerships do this crap. There's got to be a law against this, because if I'm saying, hey, I'm going to pay this, here's a check, why should you give me a loan for 28? I only need a loan for 25. It just sucks. So you got to be careful with that.